gonna hold you. It does hurt my ego. One said, I'm not a tire shop. Two said, it's raining too hard.
And there were 3 men standing around watching who did nothing.
You're saying that you're an independent boss chick who don't need a man. Then in the next breath, you're saying, how come all the men are no longer helpful and amiable towards women?
Men out here, where they at? All of them, you know. Today's men are sassy.
And 3 different dudes didn't think you was important enough to come help. Do you think this say something about them or you?
Today's men are sassy.
A lady says, "Today's men are sassy. Car had a low tire. I asked some men to help me pump it. They all ignored me."
We got low tire in the vet. All men out here, where they at? All of them, you know. All of them doing their thing with the bikes. And we say, can y'all help us put air in the tire? Not one of them fucking...
Who are you?
Not one of them. Not one of them just ignored everything that was fucking said. But you know what? It's okay, because I got it. Yep. Thanks for your help.
Good night. Motherfucker. Bear with it.
You handle it, sis. With your nice Gucci hat. That thing was thumping too. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I'm a male chauvinist, but I'm married, right? But this is what I'm saying. What's happening with you is you ladies, all you run to is shame, right? Because a man's not helping you. What's happened is men have taken it like the job market. We're equal opportunity employers, right? You can do it. Or you can make a phone call. You can call, what's the name? AAA, right? Call AAA and contact someone. If you don't have it, get roadside assistance. Because I'll tell you, I do know about I do know about putting air in tires. But would I do it for you? You know what I would say? Cash or grass. And that's how men will take it. And you have to understand, men have to be cold because that's the only thing you respect.
We got low tire in the vet. All these men out here, where they at? All of them, you know. All of them doing their thing with the bikes. And we say, can y'all help us put air in the tire? Not one of them. Not one of them. Not one of them just ignored everything.
Chivalry just may be dead, but women are the ones who killed it.
Mm-hmm.
In one breath, you're saying that you're an independent boss chick who don't need a man. Then in the next breath, you're saying, how come all the men are no longer helpful and amiable towards women? Well, which one is it? Are you an independent baddie who don't need a man? Or are you a damsel in distress when it's convenient for you? They want men to be slaves. I personally think that a man should open doors for women that they don't even know, that they should carry things that are heavy for them and be helpful socially. We see women all the time accost men, call them out and indict men who don't do these things. But the problem is there is no expectation of social reciprocation. Women are not mandated to reciprocate that level of generosity. For example, if I'm in a grocery store as a man and I'm buying groceries, but I cannot cook, I can't go over to the next aisle, find a random woman and be like, hey, I need you to cook this lasagna for me because I don't know how.
Real talk alert.
And if she declines, be like, hey, you're not a real woman because you won't cook for me. It's all one-sided. Where is your feminine benevolence? A man will get dragged for not going out of his way to help a woman, even if she's a stranger. But women don't have that same social pressure.
Make it make sense.
There is no social expectation of reciprocation on the female part. You want men to have a social responsibility towards you, but no authority over you. Woo! Responsibility without authority is slavery. Mm-hmm. And men are no longer interested in being slaves for ungrateful, disloyal, truculent women.
Yeah, what happens is the shame came in, but what it really is these expectations from men, they never left. They went nowhere. They've actually only increased because you still expect certain treatment. This is what's happening. They expect 1990s. Oh, they want to go back to the 90s. Oh, baby, baby, I'm ready, baby, I'm begging, begging, baby. Oh, yeah. If it was the 90s, Jodeci would get out. Actually, he wouldn't. They wouldn't get out, and well, maybe some guys would. Some guys would, and that's what you want. And there's guys that'll still do that. But those guys you don't want. You do not want the nice guys. That's the funny thing, right? So if a guy starts running around like Captain Save him, I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you. What's going to happen? He's going to be helping, but not getting helped. A man has needs. Like he said, let me go on the next aisle and say, can you cook my lasagna? No, we can't do that. Then we're seen as a male chauvinist.
Just got assaulted in downtown Toronto.
This poor woman in downtown Toronto got assaulted randomly, out of nowhere. And I think that she brought up a really important point within it. I mean, the whole thing is important, but just this one particular aspect of it, which was that this assault happened outside of a Starbucks that she had just come out of. And a woman witnessed it, and another woman inside saw it. And as soon as it happened, they both came running out to help her, to clean her up, because some guy had thrown a drink at her back, a random stranger. And there were 3 men standing around watching who did nothing.
Now look at this.
A man saved a woman from being hit by a speeding car, but then she sued him. 32-year-old Daniel Reed noticed a woman walking straight into traffic while staring at her phone. Seconds away, a car was barreling toward her at full speed. With thought, Daniel ran over and yanked her out of the way just in time. Surveillance footage shows how close it really was, just inches from a deadly impact. But instead of thanking him, the woman filed a lawsuit. She claimed being touched without consent.
That is your receipt.
And this week, my own best friend had an incident where she was driving in Brampton. She was taking her kids to get some slushies, and she stops at an intersection. There's a car in front of her. It's got a trailer attached to it that's picking up scrap metal. She sees this guy who doesn't seem quite right walking across the intersection, and he stumbles by the guy's vehicle, and he falls in between the trailer and the car. And the guy puts his car in park, and he gets out, and it turns out it's this 87-year-old man. And this crazy guy gets up and starts to fight him and puts him in a vice grip against the car. So I say to my bestie, what do you do? And she's like, you know what I did. So she throws her car in park, leaves her kids in the car, and gets out to go and help this 87-year-old man. She does. She gets out to help this 87-year-old man, while everybody else in the cars around her start filming. Men in their cars filming, as opposed to getting out and helping an 87-year-old man who's being attacked. What is up? What's up with dudes nowadays? Like, are they afraid of litigation? Are they afraid of getting arrested for helping?
I gotta pause you. I gotta pause it right there. Right? Let's say I see that. Right? I see an 87-year-old man getting his face pummeled in. Right? I jump out and start helping. I come across very intimidating. Right? They come out and see me. Who's this guy? Who's Mr. Tough Guy? I got that kind of superhero build in my upper parts, all right? The guy's going to look at me and go, he thinks do you know what happens when guys see tough guys? If they don't have a weapon, or if they have one, or they're going to go in their car and find a weapon. He's going to pull out a pipe. Yeah, I can handle a pipe, but still, what if he pulls out a gun? When the lady runs up, he's not going to pull out weapons. He knows he can take a lady. So what can possibly happen, either he'll take her out or he'll stop. A man runs up on another man. You ladies don't understand the danger that happens when men deal with men. Men with women, he's going to go, oh, I can't hit a lady. Say if I lost my mind that day, I was on drugs, being an old guy, I would think the same thing. I'm not going to hit this lady. I'm going to jail. I hit that man though. We're gonna scrap it out. I may not go to jail. It's a big difference.
What are they afraid of? Are they afraid that somebody's gonna pull out a camera and be like, oh, gotcha, now you're the bad guy? What is going on that women are stepping up and men are holding back? There's something wrong right now. There's something not right, because this is not the only story I've heard like this recently. And I'm just curious to hear, like, what is really going on? Because if we don't talk about it, we can't fix it. And to the woman that this happened to, I'm so sorry that you had to experience this, but you're not alone. And, you know, I hope that you process this and move on from it and don't let it frighten you. There's a lot of mental illness happening right now. There's a lot of people in a really poor place, and we just gotta look out for one another.
I said, I'm not gonna call my sister first. My sister always come through. I'm gonna call one of these guys. I'm gonna call one of these guys to come help. It hurt my ego to say the responses. I'm not even gonna hold you. It does hurt my ego. One said, I'm not a tire shop. Two said, it's raining too hard. Three didn't answer.
Welcome to your future.
So you called 3 different dudes, and 3 different dudes didn't think you wasn't important enough to come help. Do you think this say something about them or you? Because what this tell me is that all of them think you trash. And for all 3 of them to not want to help, that means you're batting 1,000 on being trash.
Listen, lady, the way you did it, I'm sure those guys, one guy, the one that didn't answer, you probably gave him some already. So he has no interest. He had post-nut clarity. I just did a video about that just now, right? He had post-nut clarity. He said, I'm not answering this guy. I'm not dealing with him. The other guy, you can be playing games with. Who knows what she was doing? But men are not playing that game anymore. Check out what's happening. A single man stood up to help me pregnant. Not a single man. I'm pregnant with my bag. And that's what's wrong with American men.
Where is your husband?
I love it when a big strong man watches me struggle. Woo, that's what dudes are doing. I love when a big strong man watches me struggle to put my luggage in an overhead. No, thank you.
Chivalry is dead because women killed it.
Oh, that's long. That's long go over. I mean, men aren't doing it. Men are staying far away. I saw something where a girl dropped. She was snatching, and the weight almost dropped on her neck, and the man just looked. And I'm sure people were expecting him to help, but she was fine. It didn't hit her neck, so he had no reason to help. The man was lifting. And people expect him to just drop the weight that he's lifting and help. Like, no, men are not doing it. You know what kind of treatment men are getting nowadays? Drizzle.
Drizzle is not asking for a lot. Drizzle is about respect. It's about giving me something that you can't give anybody else. See, when you spend money on someone, that money is gone. That means that money was for that person alone. For thousands of years, guys have been dying on the line for a woman who only gives back what they've given to 50 other men, and they'll give to 50 other men since. Drizzle is about giving somebody something truly special. It's about sending the Uber Black instead of the Uber X. It's about buying me a new Canali white shirt so I look good when we go out, because I gotta look good too. It's about giving me that compliment, letting me know that no other guy on this planet can wear a Canali shirt like I can wear it. Drizzle is about knowing that I don't want flowers, so you buy me a first edition foil Charizard instead, or maybe a beta Iron Lotus from Magic the Gathering instead, or both and make it a bouquet, because I don't like flowers. Drizzle.
Man, this kind of love never found me, it found you. 2025. Independence, look at that. You can carry them bags. Look at that. Pick me up. I'll pick up the waters. You pick me up. He's too light to be doing that. Look at it. Equality. This is equality. Look at that. Hold the umbrella over my head. Hold it. Look, carrot and bags. She got it. Pump the tent. What's that, the boat? Pump it. Row the boat. Equality. This is equality. How men expect to be true. Watch this. Give me some money. Yup. Yep. Feminism brought this in. Welcome to your future. It's here. Glamorous, isn't it?
Best thing you can do as a woman is focus on yourself. I get so many messages of girls asking me, oh my gosh, Raz, please give me advice. How do I pick the right guy? How do I get the right guy? How do I get married? How do I do this? You focus on yourself. I already wrote a very lengthy Substack article. In the very last section, I described the model of what you should look for in a man. But I really want to emphasize here, you don't need a man in your life. I feel like especially for Middle Eastern and North African women, we tend to center our entire selves, our entire persona, our entire lives, like our goals in life,
East
around
African,
finding a man and getting married.
Muslim
Relationships are not the curriculum of your life, neither is marriage. They are the equivalent to an elective you take once you've chosen your major or you're mostly done with your major. You should not center men or marriage as your primary telos, as the ultimate aim or object. Admittedly, I've done this like this is no you guys. I'm just like, I want to get married, blah blah blah. But you quickly realize this is not the solution to your life. And that what truly makes your life better, what increases your quality of life, what makes you a better person, and by extension will likely attract a good person. Self-authorship. That is the pinnacle of self-actualization, what you should be striving for. Center finding purpose in your life. Center your friends, your family, your faith, your community, your education, your health, and doing service to others. Overall, learn to be okay with being alone. Solitude is a blessing, it is not a punishment. When you build this life beyond desperation, beyond optics, beyond bargaining for love, the right men start filtering in naturally. The right man doesn't require bargaining, he doesn't require searching, extensive desperation. They like women who are independent, they like women who know what they want, who are overall just put together. If love arrives, let it join a life that is already in motion. A good, well put together man is so drawn to the steadiness of your character that he ends up accompanying you on your path to finding your purpose. You find him along the road. If love doesn't arrive, your days still have meaning, your life still has meaning. Authorship is sufficient enough. The purpose of life is not to find a partner. It is okay to be alone, and solitude is far more preferable than selling yourself to something undignified and getting into a relationship that ends up tearing you apart or subjugating you. Being alone is not that bad, and if you're genuinely that scared of being alone, then that's something you actually need to sit with. Do some exposure therapy. Force yourself to be alone.
See, this is the thing, right? In 2025, well, we need to leave this back in 2025. Why do I say this? How old is she? It's different if somebody, well, you ladies shouldn't give advice. You should take advice from me, actually. Men like me, right? How old is this girl? What is she? 25, 26, maybe 30. Well, yeah, she's in her feminist, modern womanhood. She seems like an extremist with it too, right? You know they are when they're from like a Eastern country, right? From an Asian country, talking like they do. She said African, yeah, from the Middle East, over there somewhere, talking like this. It's extreme. Yeah, they have some extreme ones in those countries, also in Africa. It's everywhere. But talking like this, giving you ladies advice. And she's going to face a life of loneliness in another 10 years. She's going through solitude, going to be looking to have a rush baby, right? Or nothing at all. Wait until it's too late. Giving older women advice. I'm sure there's some older ladies listening to her TikTok right now going, oh yeah, that's some good advice. No, it's not. You're going to end up lonely. You're going to
make yourself small so you can make some average man, below average man comfortable. You get educated. You after every opportunity. You go after your dream and dream bigger. Because I'll be damned in 2025 continuing to allow this misogyny. This is breeding This was taught to us through Disney, through movies. Oh, will you choose the rich man or the poor man? I'm choosing myself, bitch. Need a fucking man for anything. Period.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
This angers me so much because it's telling us that we are nothing. We are just bodies. We are just incubators and maids. What the
She's doing this for the bag, right? This is sad. Leave this back in 2025. You got girls out here not getting help. They need serious help. That man, right, could have been blowing that old man's brains out. Men definitely want to help then, but that makes my point. But still, ladies like this need to be stopped because they ruin it for you ladies. They do. I know some of you ladies that want a man to help them put their luggage in the overhead compartment. No, I can't say that. I can't say that. I wouldn't have left. If it wasn't like that, I would have stayed. I would have stayed behind. I would have stayed behind and kept helping you ladies put luggage in your overhead compartment. I'll tell you who I do help. While I'm, like, for instance, when I'm traveling, right? I'm traveling across these waters. I help the ladies on the other side of the world, right? You know why I help the ladies? Because when I see them, they're dainty, nice. They're straight up feminine and delicate. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I was struggling with that. Oh. Like, that's where I am now. I talk about it. I said it in my videos. You guys going to see the vlogs. I said I'm in the land of the feminine and delicate. That's what men are trying to see. They're not, come on, y'all. This lady and the last lady, masculine, right? But let them be in trouble. The expectations for men that never left comes. They want the police. Like, you ladies always go, oh, why do men always bring it up? They get paid to do that. Exactly. Most of the men, most police are men. Most people that keep the lights on are men. Most of the people with the ideas are men. There's so many things that you participate in that men dominate those spaces. You need us. Be honest.
Need a man, when in reality we were created for a man. Women have become so self-sufficient, so independent, that they forget we weren't created to be that way. And it's actually okay to let someone take control, let someone lead us. But the problem is that the men out here aren't leading us the right way. So I get why women need to be so independent, and the hate for men is at an all-time high. But don't forget that there still are good ones out there. And one of our purposes in life is to find our match and be happy and live happy. Not to die alone, being so independent. Women have become hyper independent, and they really don't notice that it's actually a toxic trait. And it's actually quite annoying to go through my feed and see how hateful women are towards men now, when deep down inside they know they want to be loved on. When in reality, you should really be saying you're not ready to move on from what you went through, and not that you don't want a man. Because I guarantee that if you work on yourself enough, you're going to attract exactly what you need. Just maybe you haven't worked on yourself enough.
So you understand why some feel the way they do, because men aren't good out here. Miss Eater. She's an eater, but let me be serious for a second, right? She's going through the same problem. Guys, every video, it's the same problem, right?
Women will be so quick to say they don't.
She's going through the same problem that all of them complain about, bringing up the same issues, and never stops. All modern woman. It's like a disease, the modern woman disease. She has it too. Don't sleep.
We're past the era of men making assumptions that women need help. And that could be considered disrespectful and misogynistic. Aren't going out of the way to just lend a helping hand to women because they don't want to be seen as misogynistic.
Annual discussion that pops up about men not being men anymore because a woman needed help loading a TV into her car and none of the men offered unsolicited help. My question is, if you were 3 times more likely to get help for it and also double how quickly you receive that help, waiting for it, and if not, my question is, why is so much value being placed in not having to ask for help that you rather not get it as a result of needing to ask? Because when those stories are brought up, it's never, oh my goodness, I asked 10 guys going into the gas station to help me with this, and all of them said, no, I would never help you, you fool. That's never the conversation. It's always, I watched people walk by me living their own lives that I have no idea what those lives entail.
Yeah.
And they didn't help me, so it must be a failure on a particular demographic. I don't think this is a gender thing. It's just hard to get help when, where, and how you want it without asking.
You won't get help how you want it and how you're asking, because a lot of times you ladies are asking like it's supposed to happen. You have to understand, like for instance, the first video, right? They were at a gas station and they panned around, and let me show that real quick. I gotta show that really quickly because I want to show this. So look, as they pan around here, let me go to the beginning. See, look. Man's working on his motorcycle. Another man's working on his bike. I don't see anyone asking, saying, hey, I don't know how to pump my tire. I don't see any conversation happening. I just see cameras trying to expose men. So yes, the last brother was right. I don't see anyone helping. I see a lot of gold teeth flashing, right? I see a lot of Gucci trying to show off your shades, trying to show off your outfit. You probably know how to pump a tire, right? I see a lot of shame. This is a problem, and men are done with it.
I think men fail to understand if a woman is going through something and somebody else can help, but they're not helping, a woman is not going to want you to touch her. You are fully capable of helping her, but you don't help her. Don't expect her to want to spend time with you. If you really know that she's trying to save money for something, she's struggling somehow, and you have the power to help her, and you don't, you do her problems and tell her it's going to be okay. It won't be like this forever. If you provide words of encouragement, do not expect nothing from that woman. Don't expect her to come to your house. Don't expect her to go on a date with you. Don't expect anything from that woman besides a text message. Calls you, feel gratitude.
What you're explaining, ladies are not showing, right? What's happening, I remember back in the day in New York, right? What I would do, I would offer to buy a drink, thinking of being cool, thinking of being nice. Ladies didn't respect that. You know what happened? They got the drink and hauled off. You know what I started doing? I started just talking to them outside of the club. The wild thing, I got more ladies just dogging it out. I got more ladies when I didn't take them on dates. I got more ladies when I was just being me. When I cut off the nice guy and put up Captain Save Him, right? And picked up just being me, that's when I got my way. So men are choosing the latter. I'm bringing up that ladder again because men are choosing it. Why? Because we seen being a nice guy doesn't work and men are done.
Brothers, what we do in life echoes in eternity.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.